Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. This week in indie gaming, we explore the abyss in search of ancient treasure, celebrate a game at the peak of its popularity, and enter the crazy world of shark dentistry. I am your host, Ace, and joining me, he has been known to this day to be seeking the perfect Souls-like game, and I think today he might have found it. It's Ryan.
Hey, I'm always on a hunt for a good Souls now.
Now you are.
Now I am.
I think we finally found one that really might speak to you. And I'm really excited to get to it.
Yep.
And of course, when he is not dispatching heroes to save the day, you can find him sitting around the water cooler with the hottest heroine. It's John.
I get the hot chick? That's pretty rad. It's very generous of you. I mean, I did. I love you, honey, if you're listening, which you're not.
Good save. What a professional.
Yeah, what a save, man. What a save.
Yeah. Well, this episode is going off the rails already, guys.
I mean, what else was it going to be? It's an indie episode. It has to go off the rails at some point. Well, fellas, July has been a dry month, to say the least, for gaming. I was really scraping at bits here to find something to talk about, if I'm fully honest.
You found some pretty cool ones, man.
Yeah. What we see in the show doc was pretty nice. Ace usually puts these together. He's the scouring the depths of indie world, and he came up with some good stuff today.
Yeah, man, diamonds in the rough. I'll say that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
but we're going to open up with a story about a game that we're very familiar with at this point, and that would be Peak.
Yeah.
Is there a day we have not opened our Discord and seen someone in the VC playing Peak? Like,
I don't know, man. Not for the last couple weeks. I think I'm blown away by how much it's popped off. It's wild.
I always
it
see
has
people
for sure
playing it.
sort of captured the zeitgeist. I think it's one of those like lightning in a bottle games where the social aspect of it is just, they nailed it and people latched on and people are loving it.
Man, Peak is it's popped off to a insane degree that I never expected. To like, I open our Discord, there's always people there. I can always expect Greg, the Sherpa of Peak, there.
Definitely. And it's weird. It's these streamable social type games seem to just do so well, and it's just a simple formula, and people keep replicating it, and they keep hitting it. It's wild. They're hitting the mark every time with these, and these sold. I mean, not to kind of bury the lead, but 5 million copies sold.
5 million.
5 million for this game that we were talking pre-show, like cost 150, 200,000 estimated production costs.
Insane return on investment there.
Good for them, man. So good for them.
It's done insanely well.
You made a comment that they hit every time. I have to imagine that for every peak, there's probably 100 games that
probably
miss
so,
or more. But it still seems like if you're looking for like risk reward, if you're developing games for 150 to 200 grand, I mean, that's like 1% of the budget of a Call of Duty game.
Yeah. It was a 200K game, and they've already sold 5 million copies, and I think it's been out a month. It took Liza P a year to sell 3 million.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Do you think this game has legs? Like, I think Liza P will continue to sell copies for a long time. I think Peak may fizzle out.
Yeah, I think
Peak may have peaked already.
Yep. Peak might peter out. Peak is going to peter out unless they keep adding to it. Like, I could see if they add more mountains, more things for people to do, people coming back to it. But it's bound to eventually drop off, like every other. I don't want to say live service, but like friend service game.
It's like they're like social games. It's it's Repo, all these Lethal Company, which was awesome, but I don't play it anymore. I would play it if somebody asked me to, but it's not something I'm like drawn to now. It's just they have their time in the sun. They're amazing. They're fun. Everybody laughs, and then it's off to the next one. They just kind of. But I mean, doesn't take what they made. They sold the copies, so
that's true.
It's incredible to sell 5 million copies basically on word of mouth alone at this point. Because I never saw any advertisement for Peak. I never saw a thing.
No,
I saw people streaming it.
I'd be interested to pick their brains and like, at what point did did they know during the development where they're like, oh my gosh, we've got something here, guys. This is going to freaking blow up, you know?
I remember seeing a little, not to get on a tangent, I remember seeing a little post from Aggro Crab being like, the game we worked on for years and put our heart and soul into, and they showed off another Crab's Treasure. The game we spent 6 months on.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's funny. But yeah, exactly. That's how it goes, man. That is how it goes. I remember here, like, this is another tangent thing. Gosh, what was it? Lady Gaga, you know, the pop star. She had been writing. Was it Lady Gaga? No. Sorry, it was Rihanna and I think one of those like EDM guys or whatever. But that Diamonds in the Sky. No, sorry. This is totally.
We're gonna get there, folks. Hang with us.
We're gonna play 20 questions, John. All right. When we get close, you let us know.
Who is the singer who did Chandelier?
That's Sia.
Sia, thank you. Sia. So she's like a prolific musician. She's a big writer. She writes a lot of music. Exactly. I don't particularly like pop music, but I can recognize good music, and she makes good music.
Yeah.
That song Chandelier, she wrote in like 20 minutes. And it was like one of those things where she was like, I spent like literally months crafting all these other songs that just have so much heart in them for me, and then like Chandelier I made in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's
and then boom, what it is. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But moving on from peak success, I actually wanted to revisit a game you and I talked about, Ryan. I'm sure you cannot forget it because of how unique it was. But Date Everything has found its audience, to say the least. It is doing incredibly well. I see it all over my For You page. I see it all over Twitch. It's not like got standout reviews or anything, so I don't know what about this clicked for so many people, but it came out and it was just a bombshell.
Is it like selling a lot of copies or something, or what?
Yeah, it's selling a lot of copies. It's got, I think, 4,000 people in game right now playing a dating sim.
Oh my god!
Well, bro, it is so like, it's such a photogenic game. Like if you look at it, like every single image from the game looks like a screenshot. You know, like something that was curated that you can like repopulate. I think, and it's good looking art. You know, I haven't played the game personally, but like if I were somebody looking for like a relationship sim, like it looks very interesting. It's novel. It's got the best name of all time. I mean, it literally says what it is.
Yeah, it is. And when it says everything, it does mean everything. So you can date the narrator. You can date the text boxes that show. I know.
People are weird. This is wild.
I will say it is not an explicit dating sim. So there's nothing like that in there. So it is just a casual dating sim.
Yeah,
don't touch grass, people. Ladies and gentlemen, go outside.
When we're saying dating everything, like they're highly anthropomorphized things. Like the fan is like this really attractive female that her hair is a fan. And
I will say, the animated Beauty and the Beast. You remember that French candlestick? Lumiere's like the other candle. Like, I'm just saying. For a candlestick, you know.
I don't disagree, man. I don't disagree. Don't disagree.
Where are we right now? What's going on here?
I'm incredibly happy to see that project succeed, because I saw them delay it because they had like 100 voice actors or so for that game. Because every character's got to have a voice. And then every voice actor's got to get paid to do that.
That's a lot of characters.
And every character has a complete storyline that you can go through. So it's like, oh my gosh, the amount of work that probably went into this game, I could not imagine.
Do you play dating sims ever? Either of you guys? Have you ever?
I think I may have played like one, like back when I was like a teenager. But ever since I've gotten married, that's not really been an interest of mine.
I haven't played a dedicated relationship sim, but like games I really enjoy, like Persona has a very strong relationship dynamic. And then I used to play Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, which there's a like relationship element to that. Shut up.
That one is explicit. No,
that one's a little more explicit.
For sure. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's funny though. Oh,
girls don't like me.
Outside of like Persona and like games that throw dating sims in, I don't pursue that kind of content, but like it doesn't bother me. It's just not something I'm going to like pick up and put like hundreds of hours into because I'm not that lonely.
I'm just saying, if I were going to play any dating sim, like this would be the one I would play for sure.
I look forward to your review, John.
Yeah, tell us how your date with the toaster went.
I'll tell you after my date.
I'll tell you after
my dates with the hobbits in Tales of the Shire.
There you go.
Moving on to new games that we have not discussed before and have nothing to do with dating toasters, rubber ducks, and so on. Tomb Water. Ryan, I want your first opinions on this one based off what you saw.
I was pleasantly surprised. Normally I give you a lot of gruff for these kind of goofy indie games that you send my way. They got a lot of heart, but they're not always my cup of tea. It may just be the Western aspect of this, but it's definitely like a cool look and vibe to it. Like I got a good kind of feeling when I was watching the trailer, so I'm pretty excited.
It's a top-down, Souls-like Western.
Yeah.
What is that, like Weird West? Is that what they call it when the Eldritch intervenes with the Western genre?
Something like that. I think so. Yeah.
I thought it was Weird West, but that might just be the name of another game.
Yeah, it could be. But I'm not too familiar with like the exact titles of it, but I know what you're referencing, with that style.
Yeah, it's got a pixel art aesthetic, which I thought would turn you off immediately, but it seems to... That Western
the Western vibe of it outweighs it a little bit. So it's definitely like that kind of freshened up pixel art style. I mean, it looks cool though. It's like that 2D action RPG top-down style. So
it kind of reminds me of A Link to the Past, honestly, if you've ever played that.
Yeah, but worse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I didn't say I was going to play it. I just thought it looked cool. No.
This one for sure. I love indie games, but this is like there's nothing about this is attractive to me at all, man. I mean, I hope it does well. I don't want anyone to fail, but I shan't be playing this one, gentlemen.
Is it because it's a Souls-like or because it's ugly?
It's kind of just got nothing in there for me. I don't like particularly care for most Westerns or cowboys in general. I
didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't care for this.
I'm going to leave this room so you and Ryan can fight to the death.
Cowboys forever.
Yeah. I think Ryan will win that one. Ryan has more ways to kill me than I do him.
That's fair. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick little break here, and then we'll be right back. All right, fellas. Since Tomb Water wasn't a hit for everyone, maybe this one will be. Shift at Midnight. This is way more my style game than you two's, but I figured I'd throw it out there anyway. It's got those low poly graphics similar to Abiotic Factor, if anyone remembers that when I was talking about art styles.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, you're playing as a gas station attendant on the midnight shift, and you have to stop these shape-changing monsters from escaping your store by carding them. And they usually use stolen IDs, so you'd be like, oh, I scanned this ID. It says this guy's dead, but he's standing right in front of me. I better question him on that. And they'll either, give a decent excuse, or they'll be like, oh, the machines mess up every now and then. But you cannot let these monsters leave the store. So what else do? You just pull the freaking pistol out from under the counter and shoot him in the face.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I saw another game that was similar to this, but so this whole thing is like within the convenience store?
Everything takes place within that convenience store. I mean, you can go out, I think, the doors and stand out next to the pumps and stuff, but you can't go that far.
So what would be it says it's co-op for like 1 to 3 players. How would that work, I guess?
Well, you also are still working at the convenience store. You still have things to do around the store. You can't just stay at the register and shoot people in the face. I mean.
Okay, so it's kind of like almost like a convenience store sim, but like with like horror.
With horror elements, because you're working the midnight shift with friends. But it is 1 to 3 players. We don't have a release date on it yet, unfortunately. But this interests me as like, if it came out this year, this is what I think I'd want to play for our Halloween episode this year.
Oh, okay. I can see
but
that.
if you do let one of these monsters go, they will you get some time to prepare to board up your doors and throw down some traps and stuff, but they will come and attack your store in hordes.
Oh, they come back?
So, yeah. So you don't want to mess up.
Oh, that's funny. That's it seems like to me it's almost like if it was VR, it would be like significantly better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like being able to be in there and then see the aliens or the guys, and you're kind of looking at them as you're checking the ID and stuff. But it does look neat. It's for sure unique.
It's super unique. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen like the character kind of games before, where you have to go through all their identification and make sure it matches up and not let them through the doors or whatever. But I've never seen it mixed into like a 3D environment where you're interacting with everything and you're actively stopping them by shooting them point blank.
Yeah, with a gun or otherwise. So
this one didn't speak to you either, John. This one
misses the mark as well. This one less than the last one, actually. Like I would prefer that, like, kind of like pixely or pixel adjacent art to this, like
pixel over low poly.
Yeah, that is like a turn off for me. Like I have
like a PS1.
I have like neutral interest in the last game. I have like this one makes me want to turn away from my TV.
My eyes!
It's all uphill for me. I mean, all downhill. Like all the other games look good, though. I promise. I've got much more positive opinion on everything else going forward.
You've got nice things to say to the indie games, John. You have to leave the room if you're not going to be nice. All right, we'll move on to the next one there, which I think this is probably one of the coolest ones, but Shark Dentist.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
What a weird game. So, from what I can tell from the trailer, they bring in a anesthetized shark, if that's the word, and you need to work on its teeth and fix its problems. Does anyone want to guess what my problem is with this game?
That you're fixing a shark's teeth problem?
You're fixing a shark's teeth. Shark teeth fall out and they get replaced super fast. They don't need dentists.
Yeah, but I bet
real?
That's got to be worked into this somehow. I mean, right? Because I agree.
If sharks needed dentists, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Suspend belief, face. All I know is I saw this and I'm like, what? Shark dentist? I'm like, what crap is Ace throwing my way now? And I'm watching, I was like, well, that looks kind of cool. And I was
it does. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, it looks pretty. And then I was like, but this is dumb. And the lady, you're sitting there, you're working on the tooth, the tool's not working. She switches to like kind of a belt sander thing or a circular sander, and she starts going to town with the grinder on it and nicks the gums, and then the shark just bites her head off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. I was like, okay, maybe that adds some like suspense, and I don't want to get chomped in half, So, it turned me a little bit. The trailer definitely got me.
That caught me off guard, man.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so the graphics look good. It's a pick the right tool to remove the right tooth kind of game. Okay, this seems simple. Then she gets bitten, and I'm like, this turned into Outlast.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm shocked. Like, oh my gosh. But the whole time I was just thinking to myself, sharks don't need dentists. Shark teeth fall out all the time.
Gosh.
Well, yeah, but maybe you're mostly treating their gums.
Maybe. If you are, you're screwed, because that's what happened. She hit the gums with the sander, and then
Well, actually,
sharks don't need dentists. We don't have a release date on that one either, unfortunately. But
it looks pretty good, though. I mean, like, graphically, it looks really nice. So it looks like it's pretty close to being
It's a very
released.
nice looking game. I'm very excited for that one. It kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I don't think anyone was expecting Shark Dentist, but it's a very exciting looking game.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on, I hope I pronounced this right. Abysus. Abysus.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Abysus is probably the one I'm most excited for on this list.
Yeah.
Because everything about it reminded me of our time with Remnant 2. I mean, Ryan, based off what you've seen, you could see the Remnant 2 inspiration, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. When we were talking pre-show too, even John said like that Remnant kind of style look to it, BioShock. Like it's got a few different kind of influences, but it comes together to look like a pretty cool game.
Yeah, if you were to say like literally just BioShock Remnant 2, like that I would be like, oh yeah, that's totally this game.
Guess what? I tell that to Josh. I've sold him. That's all it will take.
That's
all I have to say.
Josh looks like he would have a lot of fun playing this.
This is the one I'm most confident when it comes out. We will deep dive. Like, it's going to happen. Like, this looks so freaking fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
It is a sort of underwater, Deep Rock Galactic Remnant 2 BioShock hybrid with the craziest guns and mechanics I think I've ever seen in a shooter like this.
It does look cool.
It's also a roguelike.
Do you happen to know what the roguelike elements are?
You find upgrades that you can, which are called blessings, which you can use to upgrade and affect the way your guns and things interact with the environment. And
then there's probably like health,
elemental attacks and health ups and things like that. Very, very simple roguelike elements. Overall, like all the guns, to my knowledge, are available to you from the start to pick and choose as you please. You have a primary fire, you have an alt fire. You've got ways to mix up the combat and keep things fresh. It looks fantastic.
The guns look cool too. I mean, like there's one gun in particular where the gun is like this little dogfish or whatever with like an electrode hanging out of its head, and you're shooting this electric fish. It looks pretty rad.
No, you're gonna be channeling the eldritch horrors of the abyss. It looks super neat.
Yeah, and I'm excited. This is the one. You know, we see a lot of games. We look at a lot of these every week, and, you know, a lot of them you think, oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. This is one I think I genuinely want to check out. I want to make sure, you know,
I agree.
Kind of appointment viewing. Like, hey, this is neat. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah. Demo's available right now, too.
Demo's available, and it'll be out August 12th.
Yep, right around the corner.
We have a release date. This will be out August 12th.
So about a month.
If you've not heard of Abysus, go check it out now. There's a gameplay, just like overview trailer, but then there's also an in-depth gameplay trailer where they break down all the weapons that'll be available in the game.
Oh, cool.
From the start, and it's super cool because they have a guy narrating it like he's teaching you your orientation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it has one of the challenges I had with Doom, for instance, Doom: The Dark Ages, was like most of the weapons just felt really kind of samey. Like there was like no compelling reason for me to use any of the other weapons except for like there was I don't remember, it was the plasma something in it, and then there's this other one that like famously grinds up skulls and shoots stuff. And but other than that
one looks cool.
Yeah, it was cool, but like all the other ones, like generic gun. This game, out of any game I've seen recently, the weapon variety looks like so cool, like so creative.
Okay. Yeah, not to get too much into the weapons, but they specifically at the end of that training video, they show a weapon that's like a disc launcher.
Oh.
And it's like, this one's not for the beginners, but you'll launch the disc, and then you just need to go to where it bounces and catch it to fire it again. And so every time you bounce it, though, you can add an elemental effect to the disc.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can fire up to 3 discs to just have these razor blades bouncing around the arena.
Those are always one of the guns that always get me, like in Half-Life 2, the gravity gun, where you could pick up saw blades and shoot those, and then they just stick into the wall. And yeah, any sort of like disc launcher type thing where you could slice stuff in half always is like, just tickles my inner child. Like, oh man, I'm so excited.
I didn't know anything about Abysus. Then I looked it up, and I think I just sat here for like 10 minutes, just like looking at screenshots, watching the trailer. I was like, this is just going to be so freaking cool. I bet.
Well, that's cool. Month away. Check it out, people.
Month away. And I guarantee once I show Josh, he's in.
Yeah.
But moving on from Abysus, we're going to go to a game that has probably not as action-y gameplay, but a game called Dispatch.
Ooh.
John, this is the one that interested you the most.
This looks cool. So it's hard to really determine how much of this is like gameplay, because it's more of like a Telltale Games, where you're like sort of navigating a story. So there's probably not going to be a real strong like combat exploration action component to it. It's more like navigating dialogue and scenarios or whatever. But from a animation standpoint, this looks like an episode of a show that I really, really love called Invincible. It looks gorgeous. It is one of the coolest looking aesthetic choices I've seen in a game in a really long time. I'm real big into superhero stuff anyways. This looks super creative, gorgeously animated. I will for sure be playing this one.
Yeah, this one stands out significantly to me, and it's it's going to have it. So far, it has great voice acting as well as it's very funny. From the trailer I watched. Like at the end, it's like, okay, you're going to do the voice for the dog. Do you want it to be cute and adorable, or do you want it to sound like a cracked out sock puppet?
Sock puppet.
Yeah. The person in the trailer picks the sock puppet. Is like, hey, I like to talk to people. And the woman holding the dog is like, no, he doesn't sound like that. I refuse to believe it.
I don't know about you guys, but man, I love where a lot of these superhero things are at, where they're like Invincible or a game like this, where they're leaning into that adult comic humor for all the kids that grew up with comics and these superheroes that love it. Dude, I love that they're doing this. It's so cool to see the adult version of what made us so happy as kids.
I totally agree. That's
agree.
what, one of the things that I've liked about a lot of the newer Star Wars properties is I'm like, oh, like this feels like it has aged with me, like Andor and Rogue One famously. I'm like, this feels like what I would expect out of this universe that I love now. Like I still want the fun and everything, but like a more mature sort of take on these things. And especially when you're seeing it animated, oh, awesome. Looks great. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a
fantastic.
Very Karlach-looking female in the game too. That
sold day one, premium edition.
Sold.
Do we have a release date on this, Ace?
Oh wait, I think it's just 2025,
but
it is this year. There is a demo on Steam. If anyone wants to go check it out, there is Dispatch's demo is up currently, so you can play through some of it, get a feel for it, see how you feel about it. I'll just give the quick synopsis of the plot. Is you were a superhero using a giant mech suit, and the mech suit got destroyed. So in order for them to build you a new mech suit to pay it off, you're going to work at Dispatch and dispatch heroes out to crime scenes and things like that. And the heroes hate you. They think you're such a joke because you're just a guy in a metal suit.
You lost your suit.
And you lost that suit. And apparently it wasn't yours to begin with. It was one your dad built like ages ago. And they're like, you're such a loser.
Love it.
That's it for what I got, fellas. Like I said, it was a shallow grave.
There were some good ones
but
here,
overall,
man. I'm really excited for this Dispatch one. And what is the other one called?
Abysus.
Abysus. I was like, want to say Abysus.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's 100% hard to say, and so hard to feel like you're saying it right. But that's definitely the one I'm most hyped for. Is Dispatch still the one you're most hyped for, John?
I'm literally downloading it right now.
I'm gonna have to get your thoughts on it after.
Yeah, I will.
All right, Ryan, it's your turn in the hot seat. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone how they can help support the show?
Well, everyone, if you want to help support the show, couple things you can do. One is click that little plus button, like button, subscribe button. Whatever button helps you follow us, and it really does make a big difference. Again, also, if you can, leave a review. Those things are awesome. We do like to read them whenever we can. And then if you want to consider Patreon support, we got a bunch of different tiers with a lot of cool options and raw footage and behind-the-scenes stuff. So you get a lot of cool perks with that. Show link is in the description. And yeah, anything you can do, it goes a long way. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you so much for listening. And until next time, happy gaming.
See ya!
Toodles!